guys. So it is almost 3 in the morning. I actually got home around midnight. Yeah, like a little over midnight. But the thing is, I was uploading photos and putting watermarks like on them and uploading them on Twitter and Facebook, and I was spamming my friends, and then I got distracted because of the internet, which is why I still look like this, even though I really should like get this all off. So today I went to the E-Daily Culture Awards, which Xiaoba was attending, but I'm not making this video to talk about that. I am actually making this video to talk about something that happened at the event, which got me thinking about things that happened at other events, which got me thinking about this entire fandom issue in general. So, as you all know, TVXQ used to be 5 members. And then, 2009, 2010, that was a dark period. And then as a result, what happened was 3 members became JYJ. They left TVXQ and became JYJ. And then the remaining 2, they remained and stayed as TVXQ, which now became a duo. And then as a result, what happened was people became JYJ only fans and duo fans. And then there are those who continue to support all 5 members, which we are called OT5. And the thing about this is that what happens is on Twitter, especially, I'm sure this has happened to you guys, but like on Twitter, say if we say for example RT someone's tweet and that person happens to be a duo fan, I'm sure it's happened to you, they might be like, you can't retweet my stuff because you're an all fan, like I refuse to be associated with you. Or it's the same thing the other way around, JYJ only fans will be like, F you and totally block you. And the thing is, I don't care if you're a JYJ only fan or a duo fan, because I have friends who are both. But the thing is, what confuses me is why we feel this need to hate each other so much. Like, I don't get it. And let's be honest, the OT5s are guilty of this too. Like, we automatically assume, like, if you're a duo only fan, or if you are a JYJ only fan, some of the OT5s feel this, like, automatic idea that they are mean, nasty people. And that's what I don't understand, is why we do that. Because the reason why I'm talking about this, because today at the event, at the Culture Awards, what happened was, so I go into the building, and there was, I'm just gonna take this off. So anyway, that's better. My hair's looking so ratchet though. Anyway, so what happened was I walk into the building, and there was already a group of fangirls waiting to get a photo of Oppa as he entered, like behind where all the press were. And I held up my camera, like, to see, take a shot and preview and see. And the girl next to me saw it, and she, like, giggled, and she was like, is the view okay? Like, how's the view? And, like, all friendly, and I was just like, oh, like, it's cool. I don't really know. And then, like, I look up, and I'm like, maybe I should go to the 2nd floor. And she was like, can we? And I was like, I'm gonna try. I run upstairs, and I get a spot, And then these other group of girls, like, they end up in the same spot as I am, and we're taking photos, and like the girls around me, they were all friends, something, I guess they came together, and they were talking about Xiaoba and how he's always the last to arrive to these things, and how he needs to hurry up because their arms are about to fall off. And then what happened was one of the girls, I guess for a second, she confused me with her friend because she ended up leaning on me. And when she realized, she got off and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." But I was like, "No, it's cool. Like, it's fine. Like, whatever. Like, girl, I feel you. Okay, I do. Like, go ahead, lean on me." And she was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you." And so she did. She was basically like on me. Like, and we ended up all laughing together and taking photos and being like, guess this, because we couldn't really see who it was. Like, we were like, and so we were playing guess the celebrity. And and one girl was like trying to get photos through her binoculars, which was pretty legit, and we were all like laughing at her. So we were all getting along just fine. And what happened is it didn't occur to me until I was entering the auditorium that those girls could have been like JYJ only fans. And who knows, maybe some of them had even blocked me on Twitter. Like, they will never know. I will never know. Okay? And this got me thinking about how, like, at other events I've been to, like, as an OT5, I've been to TVXQ concerts, and I will end up holding some girl's hand next to me, and we're both screaming and shouting our love to Changmin oppa, and she could be a duo fan. Or I've been in Girl Scouts for 13 years, and our motto is be prepared. So I always have tissues. And so when, like, girls are crying because their oppa was just so beautiful, I'm there with tissues. And it's like, it's okay, here you go. And she's like, "Oh my God, thank you." And we have a small bonding moment right there. And so right then, we're getting along just fine. And yet, that same girl could go home and talk about how she hates OT5s and how disgusting and hateful they are, never knowing that the girl she instantly bonded with at the concert is an OT5. Why? Because we're not that different, okay? We don't look different. It's not like we have a giant stamp on our forehead saying what fandom we're in, okay? We're all human. We all bleed red, okay? And so what I don't understand is I don't get the rationality behind this need to completely isolate ourselves from each other and just deciding to hate a person or refusing to associate with them because they're in another fandom. It's not like the moment you see them, you'll know, And this is actually something I've been thinking about for a while. Like, every event, when I end up, talking to someone and bonding with them, I could very well be talking to a duo fan or a JYJ only fan who hates OT5s, and neither of us would know, And, like, they could very well talk to me, and, we could be talking about our oppas, and say, like, if we're at a Xiachun's concert, we talk about JYJ and Xiachunsu and how much we love them and how amazing they are. And then she can go home and talk about how she hates OT5s because she sees their tweet or something. Like, I don't know. Or, I don't know, like, I could very well be talking to, like, a JYJ only fan who's blocked me. I'm pretty sure I've been blocked by a few. I don't know. But, and neither of us will ever know, because it's not like we go around just being like, I'm an OT5 or I'm a JYJ only fan. We don't do that, okay? We're all just human here, alright? We're people, okay? And we're all the same. It's kind of like that movie that I once saw. I think it was a movie where this girl, she was like really hot, and the guy next to her was trying to flirt with her, and she was like, "You think I'm attractive, right?" He was like, "Hell yeah." And she was like, what would you do if I told you that I have AIDS?" And instantly his whole demeanor changed. Or, like, stories I've heard where people who come out they'll talk about how the moment they came out, people who've known them their whole lives, their opinions of that person instantly changed because of this extra information. Like, nothing about that person itself changed. It's just the other person's opinion changed because they found out this extra information that they didn't know. And it makes no sense. It's like that. Like, there's nothing that changed about me, but for instance, those girls that I met earlier that I was laughing and joking and being friendly with, I can't help but wonder if I told them I was an OT5, would their opinion of me change? Like, I allowed the girl to practically sit on me, okay? And literally, like, bury her nose into my camera so that she could see. And they were like, oh my God, you're so sweet. You're such a nice person. Thank you. And I was like, what would happen if I told them I was an OT5? I mean, I wasn't thinking it at that time, but now I'm thinking, if I told them I was an OT5, would she have even touched me? You know? Like, I can't help it. And, or, like, if I, like, at a duo event, or, duo event, at a TVXQ concert, at the T1 Story and concert, actually, the girl that I was next to and holding hands with and screaming with, I'm pretty sure she was a duo only fan, because, when they were doing Hug, 2 girls in front of me were whisper chanting the original fan chant, you know, like, like, yeah, you know that one? And the girl next to me, she's holding my hand and she's cursing them out. Like, she saw it, she was like, and I was like, I'm pretty sure she was a duo only fan. And I'm just like, what would happen if she knew that I'm one of those girls? Like, you're like, what would she do? And because at that moment she didn't know, okay? Because which is why I'm questioning, what's the rationality behind this need to separate ourselves into these little segments and, you know, completely not associate ourselves with each other? What's wrong with that? Okay? This is why I'm really grateful to those people who are like me, like, they don't care. Okay? Whether you're a duo fan or a JYJ only fan or OT5, I don't care. You respect my choices and my lifestyle, I respect yours. That's how it works. Okay? But I don't know, some people, like, they get angry if they, like, some of my OT5 friends, they get angry if they find out that a duo fan had retweeted their stuff. And I'm just like, why? Like, what's the big deal? Okay? Like, oh, they retweeted their and then they tell me, oh, well, then it's because then other duo fans can use it. And I'm like, so? You know? Like, if it's a gif of Yoonho, like, in this case, we're all fans of the same guys here, right? Or say if it's like a video of Chejung and a JYJ only fan retweets it. In this case, we're also like we are also the fans of the same guys here too. So, like, what's the big deal? And, you know, if you meet at a concert, what do you automatically go up to someone and be like, I'm an OT5, so only OT5s can talk? Like, is that what you do? No. Like, if you end up sitting next to a girl and you strike up a conversation with her and you end up, like, bonding and becoming friends, or is that just me? I don't know, because I do that a lot, okay? Like, I tend to make friends easily at these concerts, you know? And it always gets me thinking, like, I could be talking to someone who had already blocked me, like, just because I'm an OT5. Or I could be, you know, talking to the same girl who, like, cursed me out because I retweeted something. Actually, that never happened. But it could happen, you know? So, I mean, like, that's why, like, I mean, what's the rationality behind this need to compartmentalize ourselves into these little sections? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking things, but I would love to get your guys' opinion on it. So, you know, comment on this video, you know, tell me what you think, and be respectful. I don't like cursing, okay? So please, no cursing. That's all I ask. So, yeah. I don't know. Like, let me know what you guys think.